Hey, this is Denghao Sun, and this is my presentation for my FSE Chatroom application. So this is an instant chatting application which allows a user to register, login, post, and view the real-time messages. And its design is that the frontend can request data from the backend side, which queries data from the database, and it sends back to the frontend to render the data. So my choice of technologies includes HTML, CSS, JavaScript, EJS for client-side, and Node.js, ExpressJS, Socket.io, and MySQL for my server-side service. And you can see here's a core code which was inspired by the official website from Passport.js, which allowed me to achieve the session cookie service. Another core service was inspired by the Socket.io official document, which allows me to achieve the real-time communication service. And here's a core code of my source code. And you can see that the code structures include node modules, public files to store all the JS and CSS files, and the views files is to store the front-end HTML files, and another server.js to start the whole engine to initiate all the services I need. And finally, here are all the references I used for my project. So here I'm going to demonstrate how the application works. So first, let's start running the server by typing npm run start. As I have already configured the node-mon server.js, so I can listen to all the changes I've made. Let's get back to the browser. Okay, so as you can see, I've opened up to localhost 3000, and we can see two pages. First, I'm going to test if we can register two users. So let's say the first username is Simon, and its password is 123. Okay, another user, let's say test, and its password is 456. Okay, now let's get back to our database to see if they are in the file. Oh, as you can see, we have two users right here. So if the user is trying to register for the same username, it is not going to work. We can see it is redirected back, and in our database, no record is created again. If the user is trying to enter with an invalid username and password, he should not be directed to the chat room page. Let's try our register user, but with invalid password. And if he type his username with a typo, even with the correct password, he should not be logged in. Let's log in one user and test the logout function works. So let's log in one. Okay, he's already in the chat room page, and here's the logout button for him, so he can gracefully log it out. And since we use session to protect our routes, the user cannot directly enter the chat room by typing the chat room route. You can see it is redirected back. Now let's log into users and see if the real-time communication service works. Here I'm logging to users. Okay, let's send a message. You can see from our side, our name is displayed as me with the correct timestamp. And from the another user's side, we can see it displayed our username and also with a timestamp. And let's test another one. You can see that we have achieved the real-time communication. When a user logs out and another user keeps posting messages, the user can re-log in and see all the history messages. Let me try this out. Okay, let me re-log the assignment back. I can see that other messages are persistent and the timestamp and the usernames are correct.